Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Duel and Final Fantasy video, and today we're going to hop back in to do some more beta gameplay. I did notice there was some more stuff in here. I've kind of played around with it a little bit on my own in between here just to kind of get used to some things, but let's go into battle here. Let's play with Terra a bit more. I did go in, I've done some more pulls, I've got some more equipment for her. Right now I have her with a healing ability. I did give her a barrier ability as well. I have her Riot Blade, her Fire Aga as her main attacks, and then I have another like attack buffing skill on her right now. And then I just have a bunch of like SR and UR supports on, and I started leveling them up a little bit, right? Now we do have some other options in here, right? So we have season rank battles, that's what we did in the first video. We have something here called casual battles. From what I can tell, this is unlocked, or it's locked. I can't do anything. It says find battle, but I can't do anything yet. But then we have challenges, and that's what I want this video to be about. I kind of want to go in and check out this challenge mode and see what this is like. So apparently this is a solo event, so this is what I want to cover, like solo content in this game. And apparently we can do this to buff our characters. So let's go into this. And we're going to do Terra, and you can see I'm at 0% complete. Haven't done anything for her yet. Also, by the way, you're going to see that the graphics are going to look a lot better now. Now that I'm not streaming, I think my computer, if I'm just recording while not streaming, it seems to handle it okay. And so I do have the graphics set on highest quality right now. So we'll see how that goes, but let's hop in with Terra. And let's just see. So we get this kind of like, I don't know, Final Fantasy X like growth board, right? And I click on something I want to do, and it just says I have to win a battle. So we'll go ahead and fight, and I'm guessing I unlock this, right? Clear conditions, win a battle, and then I can pick which loadout I want. So with your characters, you can do different equipment loadouts based on what you want to do. Now, I've only done one set of equips. So like I said, I've got Riot Blade, I have Fire Aga. This is an attack buff. And then I have a barrier and I have a heal. Now, if I feel like I don't have enough attacks, I'll probably take the barrier off. But I feel like the healing is probably good to have. The attack buffing is probably good to have, right? So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and select team members. So long and behold, we actually have something where we can team build. However, it looks like I'm building from like a friend list. Or I'm building from random people, right? So I'm not building with my own characters, which is kind of unfortunate because I thought even at, single player, maybe I could just build my own characters. I feel like I want another DPS, so we'll grab this lightning. Just haven't seen much lightning. And then I don't know, is there a Cryo on here I could use? If not Cryo, I guess I would take Warrior of Light. We'll just take a Warrior of Light. I feel like, being able to help defend, sure, we'll take a Warrior of Light. We'll start battle. So, unfortunately, it looks that even in solo mode, you're still using other players' characters. So, once again, I'm not really sure on their end. I feel like it's going to hurt them because I'm really not going to feel like I need to summon for a lot of characters. If I'm literally just playing a character, I don't know why I would have to summon a bunch. I mean, obviously, you're going to need to summon a ton on a character that you want to upgrade. Because what I noticed is when you level up your stuff, you have to get dupes of them to basically unlock more levels. So me getting that UR Riot Blade is just the beginning. Like, I need more UR Riot Blades. I need her other UR skills. So within that one character, they are giving you plenty to summon on, right? Also on the character summon, I noticed you can summon like different outfits for the characters on that as well. So, all right, let's go in. Let's see if I remember how to play this game. It's been a hot minute here, but let's go ahead. We're going to run around. It might be a little bit laggy once again, but at least I'm running it on good graphics, so we can at least see what's going on here, right? So we're going to go ahead and get into range here. Get some mobs to attack. I'm going to wait till we maybe get into some enemy characters here. All right, so we're freeing the crystal. And I have to remember, too, that with Terra, I do have my launch ability, right? All right, boss is coming in soon. Okay, and Brave is still at about 4,000. We got boss coming in. So once again, I mean, I have to pick or choose, right, when I'm recording videos. So you can see the game right now is kind of like, all right, so I'm going to get my attack buff on. I'm going to get my barrier on. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to turn towards the enemies here if I can. And then we are going to, here we go. We want to go this way, and we want to throw a Riot Blade at the enemies. See what happens here. Yeah, this is not running as good as I thought it would, but that's all right. All right, so we got burst mode up, so let's get burst mode up. Perfect. And then sure, we'll start by throwing down a heal. And we have to get towards the boss here. And then we are going to do my burst attack. So we'll probably do just this one run and we'll call it a video. And then I'll play with my settings a little bit more and find what the optimal way to record gameplay is. Because once again, when I'm playing on my own, it runs fine on the highest graphics. But once again, while recording, does not like it so much. So I'll have to do a combination of tweaking graphics and things like that to see. It might be that we have to, if I'm like recording live, I might have to run it on bad graphics, unfortunately. It's kind of pick or choose. Do I want good graphics and run slow, or do I want it to run decent and have bad graphics? That's kind of what I have to deal with here. All right, we got a burst mode up. And I got defeated with a normal attack. That's fine. So here's the thing, right? This is just what I can say from playing this. And I can obviously imagine what the gameplay is like. And once again, when I'm not recording, it runs fine. So I've played it like running optimally. And even in single player mode, like the gameplay is still the same, right? Like this is no different than what I was doing on multiplayer. It's just I'm going against AI controlled stuff instead of just actual people, right? So the gameplay is not going to change no matter what I'm doing, which is kind of a shame. But, you know, it is what it is. What I'm going to do is, you know, I've played it a bit more on my own. I'm doing this video here just to show you like what a single player mode looks like. And then I'm going to do like an overall impressions video. I'll probably get that out maybe a day after this one. We'll just spread them out a little bit. And then also, Squex did send out the survey for beta testers. I'm going to play it a little bit more. I just want to make sure I have a good grasp of everything before I do the survey. But I think I'm going to record my survey responses. And then you guys can let me know if you kind of agree or disagree with what you've seen based on if you've beta tested yourself or if you, based off of what you've seen other players do, things like that, right? All right, we're going to hop in and get a heal. The thing is because the game's lagging, it's not picking up most of my inputs. So, like, I'm just, like, trying to get some basic stuff going here and trying to get some damage down on the boss here. But, yeah, it's missing a lot of my inputs because of the lag. We'll just try to get through one match here. It looks like we actually could lose this one. So, yeah, we're still, like, it's still the same thing, though. We're just racing another team. I don't get to have the team building aspect. I don't get to have my team building, my turn-based combat. All the good Ddff stuff is not here. Alright, well, I just need some healing, huh? I guess I can just sit back here and heal myself. Alright, that healed like half of my health. And then once again, I do have to remember that I have the ability to do some launching here. This is really annoying too when like the boss is in the way and I can't even get to my own guys. Alright, the boss is dead. I wasn't paying attention if it was my team or the enemy team, but either way, the boss is down. That's fine. We're just getting a handle on things here. Let's see what Mr. Chocobo says here as we finish. Okay, the rival team won. That's fine. I'm a noob. Best player lightning. Nice. Jumping around. Very cool. Okay. So, sure, we'll like all follow all. So, in this instance, right, like, it's still other players' characters, but I can still like and follow them. They just weren't controlling themselves. So, literally, no matter what you're doing, this entire game is 3v3. And I mean, I guess that is how they advertised it. That's what we got. We'll just kind of browse here a little bit, too, in this video and just look at some other features that are in the game. Things like that, right? So, we'll finish loading here. So yes. All right. So you are so close. With a little more bravery, I'm sure you'll win next time. By proactively purifying crystals, you can prevent your rivals from getting bravery and put your own team in a favorable position. Yes. Once again, it's not accounting for the lag that I had. It's more important to protect yourself from your rivals than to defeat them. Sometimes focusing too much on rivals won't work to your advantage. Instead, prioritize keeping yourself safe from them as you go through the battle. Okay. If you use abilities on the boss at the same time as your teammates, you can trigger burst chain. Yep, we saw that before. All right, let's see what else we have here. So once again, casual, we don't have the option to do that yet. Challenges is a single player solo challenges, but you're still playing the same game, right? Invite people to follow you as a battle of 3, so you can actually create a party and then you could do stuff with that. So this is kind of your way. It's good they have this, because I think for people that are chatting on Discord that really want to strategize, this is the way they can kind of team up. Because when we were doing the initial ranked mode, that was just random. Like, you just got paired with everybody randomly, right? We have custom battles. So I could create or find a custom battle. I'm assuming I just pick enemies. Let me just see what else. And then we can look at replays. We can do character comparisons, things like that. Guess I can collect that little reward down there. All right, I got something I'm never... excuse me. Something I'm never going to use. An end skill. All right, let's try to create a custom battle. Yeah, so it's like we're playing Smash Brothers, right? Like, we're choosing the stage, we're choosing the target bosses, we're choosing... I mean, this can be good for, like... I think a mode like this is actually really good. Because this is kind of like your playtesting mode. Where you can try out different things in different situations. Like, I wish games like Dokkan Battle had this, although Dokkan's got a lot of stuff now where, like, you can kind of get some testing done. But, like, I think every game, like, gacha game type of, like, role-playing game or team building game, I guess for the types of games I like, I wish everything had something like this, because we can really customize our battles, and it's a really great way to, like, test out characters and stuff, right? So we can choose what enemy we want, we can choose mini bosses, we can choose the mini enemies. So we can say it can add CPUs when more players are needed. It can have no overlapping roles, so you don't get no overlapping characters. You can disable medals, you can hide characters. Oh, hiding characters is interesting. So you could play where, like, you can't see what your opponents are doing, and you're just focusing on, like, the mobs and attacking the boss. That's kind of cool, actually. You can set everybody to the same ability levels. You can have base brave obtained. This is cool. I think a mode like that is very cool. You can actually ban characters. That's awesome. That's cool. Okay, so you have custom mode where you can do that. Not too shabby. So anyways, guys, I think we'll end this video here, but we're just taking a look at, like, the first kind of single player thing in here. And I would say I'm a little disappointed, but it's kind of expected that it is really the same. Like, I was really expecting to get, like, some type of, like, single player campaign with, like, a story mode and stuff. I kind of don't know if we're gonna get that, because I like, when you do the ranked mode, you actually, like, unlock story through that. So, like, I don't know, though. This literally is just a PvP game right now. So you guys can let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.